What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm Eladadzi, and I'm about to react to Let's Plays Think Like a Man, the Steve Harvey movie that divided men and women. First of all, did it divide men and women? I don't know, but at the same time, the book was kind of like for women, and at the same time, I feel like it was also kind of for the men. Because, if a man gets his hands on the book, he's going to know that this is what the woman is trying to do in order to get him. And also, the man is also going to like go by all the plans, the moves, and everything in order for him to get what he wants from the woman. So I think in a way, it's kind of like, yeah, I know you're using this book. Yeah, I'm gonna go by the rule. Yeah, I'm gonna get what I want from you. So it's dividing men and women. I don't know. Maybe I would know by the end of this video. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Question: what is the best way to market your book?
By acting like a lady, but thinking like a man.
Oh, you fell for that sexist crap.
The answer is to make a movie about the book. And Think Like a Man was a great movie. It was a very good movie.
It was a great movie. I quite remember. It was during that period. It was kind of like when it came out, I wasn't older, but I think that even with people not being older, that was something that they were talking about. Think like a man, think like a and all those things and all the cards. It really was a great movie. Honestly, it really was a great movie, and it kind of made me think of, like, it was kind of, how do I put it, like, if you want a man to stay for a longer period, like, use this move and then he's going to stay for a longer period. If you use the move and then he isn't going along with it, then you would know that maybe this man isn't for me. Maybe this man just wants one thing, and then after he gets that, he's just going to bounce. So in a way, it was kind of helping the ladies, and just as I said, it was also helping the men to get what they wanted from the ladies.
And it's a black movie, so you know there's going to be a lot of beautiful black booty in this movie. Like this one. Just look at that. How about this? And over here, if you look far away in the back, you will see God's beautiful creation basking in the sun. Oh God, you are so good. You are wonderful, my Lord. And the movie was great because it showed us every single way in which the book was not great. You see what I'm saying? You see, at the time, the world, especially the black community, did not have any guidance, any mainstream guidance, I should say, on relationships. And so we needed somebody to teach women how men work. And who better to do it than Steve Harvey, the man who has had the perfect marriage 3 times.
Until you understand how a man loves, how a man operates, how he thinks, until you get into the mindset of a man, you will never win with us in the game of love.
Well, we certainly want to win with you in the game of love, Steve.
And the result was the book Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man.
And hardcover and paperback.
For my book club.
For me.
The boys are waiting for their own version, Act Like a Man, Think Like a Lady, but I guess Steve Harvey doesn't know how to think like a lady, so I guess Oprah Winfrey has to write it, because, or maybe Bob Risky. So the main plot of the movie is that these guys,
You got the player, you got the mama's boy, you got the dreamer. The dreamer's funny. And last but not least, you got the non-committer. Pass the ball. Take, for instance, the happily married man. Which brings us to my personal favorite. You got the happier divorce guy.
they represent every type of guy in the world according to Steve Harvey, or at least every type of guy in the world that women want or are going to meet. I don't know, something like that. And these girls represent every type of woman in the world who wants to get married and are going to meet these type of guys. Does that make sense? So these guys are clueless about relationships. Keyword, relationships, because they seem to understand women quite a bit. At least the bad ones.
Now I'm smiling. I'm gonna walk away from here like a fairy now because I'm all happy.
A fairy.
Yeah. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Got shot down.
Wait.
I'm calling back for another episode of Crazy.
And these girls are clueless about men in general, and so the book is the solution to their problems.
Steve Harvey.
And I think this movie is responsible for the millions of men around the world who fell in love with Megan Good's lips and her face and her body and her everything, because oh my God, that woman, man. I'm so happy she left that pastor. No offense to him, but he was limiting her abilities. Now when I look at her Instagram, I feel happy.
I kind of feel the same way. I kind of feel the same way as what Let's Play say. Yes, kinda like we knew Megan Good. Okay, we knew her, and then all of a sudden we heard that she was like married to a pastor, going out with a pastor, like, and then you could see from even when she was married to him, you could see from her photos, her pictures, like you could there was like a question mark. There was like a question mark. You'll be wondering, wait, is she really married to a pastor? Like it felt like her rings were clipped while she was married to him. Like her rings were clipped, and then the moment that she separated from him or got a divorce from him, it was like, finally, now I can fly. Like, and then you see the pictures that she's posting now, pictures that are running through the internet. You could really feel that her rings were just tied up.
Happy, because when she was with the pastor, she wasn't posting like that. You get what I'm saying? I feel good now. And over here we get a sneak peek of Megan Good's taste in men in real life.
Figured we need some caffeine after last night.
It was amazing.
At the end, they go find Jesus. Alex? So, yes, the Tyler Perry movie? Alex?
Looks like she has a thing for guys who like to run away and sometimes accidentally beat a woman in the process. Okay, you get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. And so the solution to all their problems is the book, of course. And here lies the problem. So Steve Harvey, or as I call him, Oprah,
Let's Play. You are such a bad man. Now I get what he was saying. Now I get what he was saying. You are a very bad boy. You're a very bad boy.
free with no hair and a dick, teaches the women everything they need to know about men. And when I first saw this movie, I thought, like, I didn't think the book was real, but then I saw the book in a bookshop and I'm like, oh, everything in the book is actually real. Yeah, you said all these things.
Yes, so did I. When I saw the book in the movie, I was like, it was just made for the movie, like you wouldn't find the book in bookshops or in libraries, wherever they sell books, you wouldn't find it. And then I realized that it was actually a book. It wasn't like for the movie, even though yes, it had a very big part in the movie, but at the same time, I didn't feel that way, that this was like actually a book that was going to be sold. And then I saw them in bookstores. I was like, okay, this wasn't just made for the movie, but it was actually made for people in reality as well.
Things.
We kind of like dogs. See, you pet us, and we'll be loyal to you forever.
Dogs. There you go, Steve.
So the girls get the book and they start using the stuff in the book on their men. And the first thing you learn is that these girls are dumb as shit, because they're saying everything to the men word for word. Everything they read in the book word for word. They ask the same questions.
Oh, yes!
Like short-term goals.
And of course, because the book is popular, the guys also find the book and realize this is what the girls are doing.
We use Steve Harvey's words against them. We pretend to give them what they want, so we get what we want.
Which is the main problem that dismantles the usefulness of this book. If I know a girl who is using this book, and I knew a few back then, and I want the girl's punani, all I need to do is also read the playbook, become the guy she wants, and then after I get the punani, I am gone. Which is what the guys did in the film, especially Megan Good's guy, this guy.
Oh, my bad. Xavier, this is...
Now, ladies, if a man...
Even though this was what was used for the film, and then, like, as I said, it formed, like, a big part of the movie, I also feel like people actually used it in reality. Like, girls actually used it on men in reality, and at the same time, the men got to find out, and then they also, use it to counter what the ladies were doing. So I find that you are using this book, I'm going to get the same thing, and then I'm going to give you what you want. If I'm done getting what I want, then away. So I don't know for sure if this book was actually like a big help to ladies, or it was like a big help to men. I don't know.
Simply introduces you as his friend, then please understand you are nothing more than his friend. See, if a man has a plan for you in his future, then he's going to profess it. He's going to attach a title to it. You're going to be his woman, his lady. his fiance, or
my girlfriend Maya.
So one of the rules in the book is the 90-day rule, which again I thought was not real, but I read the book and I'm like, oh, it is actually a thing that he says.
let's see how he performs. If he comes in on time, if he proves himself, then we'll give him benefits. So a Ford Motor Company waits 90 days to pass out their benefit package. Why won't women wait?
Because a woman is not a...
No, you know one thing that men also usually say? They're like, even if they have to wait for like 1,000 years to get what they want, they are going to wait for 1,000 years. So for the 90-day rule, I don't know if it is to see whether he can wait till 90 days for him to like waiting will be his way of proving that he wants to be with you, he wants to stay with you. I don't know how much helpful that could be, knowing that men, as I said, could wait for like 1 billion years if it is to get what they want. How much is 90 days? What is 90 days gonna do? It's not even up to a year. What is 90 days? They have the time and then the patience to wait just to get what they want. That is what most, if not most, some of them say.
Company. They are not a car company where they give you probation until they realize that you are good and do all these things. They are not. And also, I could flip it around. If KFC gives you your food in 30 minutes as a woman, why should you wait longer to give your man the punani? Do you see how this works? And this is the book that taught me that the fact that somebody uses an example or an analogy does not make what they are saying sensible. And this no sex rule for women always funny to me, because pastors, counselors, coaches, Steve Harvey, people like that, they all assume that the girl is never the one who wants to have the sex, that women are never also horny for the men they meet. And as the women know secretly, this is not true. Okay, this is something that I myself, I've not experienced this. I've not experienced this at all. The punani has been represented as this thing that is always for the taking. You know, you have to earn it and get it. But sometimes, a lot of times, it is given. Okay, they want to give it. Some people prefer to be filled by the Holy Spirit. Others prefer to be filled in other ways. You understand? So this idea that if you withhold sex, it's crazy, but that is the advice he gives. So I guess he put it in a book, and he has more money than me, so I guess you have to listen to him. So this guy uses the book to get Megan Good's punani.
So is any of it real? Any of it? The whining, the dining, calling me your girlfriend? Or is that all just to get the cookie?
But then when he puts the book aside, that's when he gets the girl for real.
I don't want the sex, Maya. I want you.
It's bullshit.
Okay, that's bullshit. Yes, of course I want the sex, but the difference is the sex is all I wanted before I met you. Now, I want you.
The same with the mama's boy. He uses the book to get the girl. He tells her everything she wants to hear because of what he knows she has been reading. But then when he puts the book aside, that is when he actually gets the girl.
And I just want everybody in the world to know that she's the #1 woman in my life. Thanks everybody.
Do you see a trend over here? Now, of course, there are many things in the book that actually make sense if you happen to be in the exact situations described in the book. Like, as somebody who is a mama's boy myself, I agree, mama's boys are horrible. Do not date those people. We always want things the way our mom did it for us. We want our mom around all the time, or even worse, we will try to turn you into our mom. If a mommy's boy calls you mommy in bed, he might not be referring to you. Some of them will even tell you to call them son instead of daddy. Sick behavior. Now, Taraji's character represents the strong, successful, and lonely woman.
Ah, this is you. Strong, independent, and lonely women.
I'm tired of these things, man. She wants a man who is higher than her. She wants a rich man. You know, that whole thing. Women date up. That whole thing. She finds a good guy, but she doesn't like him because he doesn't have money. And then she finds a guy with money, but then the guy doesn't listen to her.
I know I'm not exactly a kid, but I am the youngest CEO of a Fortune 500 company.
Yes,
Now I'm focusing my sights on the Far East. I was talking to Warren the other day.
And then the very moment she hears that the good guy is starting his business, he's a chef, is when she all of a sudden falls in love.
I'll take the chef special.
Is that with chicken or...
Hey, back on the line.
Look, this is personal.
What are you doing?
I want you back.
Yeah, listen, I'm not an...
Every woman when she realized that this person has potential to do great things, this person has, this person is putting in the efforts, putting in, the struggle, the time, the energy in order to, get something, or in order to start a business or whatever, we kind of want that. Even if like you are not, already successful, but then we see as I said, the potential for you to be successful, for you to get what you want. We kind of want that. We would like that over somebody who is like so lazy, not putting in the effort, not trying to even lift himself up. We would choose somebody with the potential, or somebody who is just just lying in bed 247, not doing anything. Yeah, so she actually saw the potential in that guy, the guy who had nothing. And then she was like, yeah, I get paid 6 figures. The person who, is also successful also gets paid in 6 figures. But the thing is, he doesn't let me speak my mind. He doesn't let me, like talk or whatever. He just says whatever that he wants, doesn't listen to me. Wait, I'm gonna go for the person who, has the potential, who listens to me, who is there for me, that kind of thing, over somebody who's already successful. And I don't know how true that is. I don't know whether it was just for the movie, like you see somebody, a successful guy, you see a very successful guy, but the thing is, he doesn't let you talk. He's successful, you're also successful, but the thing is, he doesn't let you talk. He always talks about himself all day, himself. So you are going to leave the person who like is that successful and then go for somebody who is like is now starting up, has the potential. I know that what I'm saying is a bit conflicting, but like, let's just be real for here. Somebody is already successful, but all he knows how to talk, all he knows what how to do is just talk about himself. And then you see somebody who is just, he's struggling to get up. He's now, he has hired a food truck. He sells, his food outside. So I don't know how realistic that one is.
Acquisition. You can't just decide.
I'm asking.
Oh, if I was the guy, I wouldn't take her, because that's not real love, bro. And even when she comes to the place, she's acting like a bitch and stuff. That's not real. That, like, is this the advice that we are getting from this thing, Jesus Christ? And the girl who wants the ring, Gabriel Union, she tries to turn her man into the kind of guy that will give her the ring, but the guy is not into it.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna trick him into giving you a ring?
Go ahead. I'm not going to trick him. I'm going to require him.
It's been 9 years.
Uh-huh.
So what makes you think it's gonna change now?
I've got some new information.
And my thing is, if you are trying so hard to get a guy to give you a ring, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to do it. Or maybe he doesn't have the money to do it. I don't think people don't think about these things, like the wedding thing. I've seen these videos online where like the girl is proposing to the guy. It makes no sense to me, because like, if you're proposing to the guy, are you going to pay for the wedding? Because when you watch these videos, the guys are always look surprised and they're shocked. Do you know why? Because he's thinking about money. Okay, you proposed to me, now you're forcing me into a situation where I have to pay for a wedding. I don't have the money. But of course, in the movie, the guy changes and then he gets a job and then he now gives her the ring,
I want to buy you a house.
That's my man. Step up there.
I want to buy you this house.
Back up, bitch. You ain't buying my house.
Oh, it's fine. No.
How the hell are you talking about buying my house?
I know.
And then you have Kevin Hart's character, who just got a divorce, and we are shown clearly that he's in a bad marriage. Like, the marriage is horrible, but then at the end they have this scene, almost getting to the end, they have this scene where he misses her and then he calls her and he's like, I'm coming home. Like,
I'm tired of this tough shit. I miss you, Gail. Gail, I ain't been the same, man. I'm out here in these streets and shit. I'm out here in the strip clubs. These girls calling me by my first name. I'm there every day.
why not give him a new girl who is good? Like, because the marriage is bad. If Harvey himself didn't go back, he went forward 3 times. So why did he, like,
So yes, this is the end of the video. It was a great movie. It was a very real, it was a great movie. But I know one thing that I kind of learned from, even with just reaction, is that they all went back the moment they thought that they were losing, the people that they loved, the women that they love. And then the woman, Taraji, she went back when she thought that she was losing the guy. So yes, I mean, like what, you wouldn't see the worth of somebody until you are on the verge of losing that somebody. So yes, anyway, this is it. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and also leave a comment. If you have nothing to say, just say hi. But anyway, I'm going to leave the the link to the original video in the description box, and I will see you guys some other time.